We've all been there, standing in front of a wardrobe packed with clothes and whispering the dreaded words, "I have nothing to wear. How did we get here?" It usually starts with those spur-of-the-moment purchases. The on-sale blouse that doesn't quite fit, the trendy shoes that hurt after 5 minutes, or the dress you loved in store but never wore. Impulse shopping is a cycle powered by emotion boredom, stress, or the thrill of a bargain. And while the act feels empowering in the moment, it often leaves behind guilt and clutter. The real cost of impulse shopping isn't the money. It's the regret that quietly builds with every unworn item. Over time, our closet becomes a graveyard of lost potential, full of pieces that don't reflect who we are or how we want to feel. But here's the good news. Identifying the problem is the first stylish step towards solving it. It all begins with awareness. It's easy to confuse style with shopping. After all, the fashion industry makes billions convincing us that new equals stylish. But here's the truth. Style is not about the quantity of your purchases. It's about the quality of your expression. Some of the most stylish women wear the same pieces on repeat. They just wear them well. They don't chase trends. They curate wardrobes. And once you realize this, something magical happens. Your urge to buy fades, and your desire to express strengthens. When you separate style from shopping, you step into a realm of clarity. Shopping becomes occasional and purposeful. Style becomes personal and consistent. You rediscover joy in the clothes you already own. A well-fitted white shirt, high-waisted trousers, and clean shoes can speak louder than a dozen trendy pieces. The key is knowing how to style them. Because elegance doesn't come from what's new, it comes from knowing what truly suits you. Impulse shopping is like a reflex. You're scrolling. You see something pretty. Your heart flutters and suddenly, it's in your cart. But what if you could interrupt that rush? Enter the 3-second trick. It's simple but powerful. When you feel the urge to buy, pause for just 3 seconds and ask yourself, would I wear this tomorrow? If the answer isn't an immediate yes, you close the tab. This tiny pause rewires your brain. You shift from dopamine-fueled desire to logic-based decision-making. Often, you'll realize you were chasing a feeling, not a need. The thrill fades, and your cart stays blissfully empty. This method creates a mindful momentone that gives you power back. Over time, this 3-second habit becomes second nature. You become someone who shops with clarity, not chaos. Someone who doesn't fall for the trap of just because. It's a quiet revolution that starts with one question and ends with a wardrobe that feels truly yours. Imagine having a personal style statement, a simple chic sentence that acts like your fashion compass. It filters your decisions, aligns your wardrobe, and silences the noise of ever-changing trends. This isn't about boxing yourself into a rigid aesthetic. It's about creating clarity. Think of it like this. I dress in elevated neutrals with tailored silhouettes that reflect confidence and ease. Or, I embrace soft textures, romantic lines, and vintage accents to feel feminine and grounded. Whatever feels most you write it down. Memorize it. Use it as your shopping filter. If an item doesn't match that vision, it doesn't enter your closet. It's that simple. This statement builds cohesion. Suddenly, your wardrobe starts looking like it belongs to the same elegant woman every day. And that feeling? That's alignment. That's power. A defined style gives you presence. You don't just wear clothes, you wear intention. And nothing refines a wardrobe faster than knowing exactly who you are. Here's a chic rule to live by. Don't buy anything unless you can picture it in 5 different outfits. Yes, 5. The 5-outfit rule is a game changer for anyone who wants a versatile, low-clutter wardrobe. Let's say you're eyeing a cream blazer. Before adding it to your cart, mentally pair it with your dark denim, a midi skirt, tailored black pants, over a slip dress, and with wide-leg trousers. If you can style it 5 ways using what you already own, it's a yes. If not, let it go. This rule eliminates impulse buys that only work in fantasy scenarios. It encourages creativity while saving money. You think in outfits, not items. And your style becomes more polished as a result. You'll begin to notice that your closet feels lighter, more usable, and more distinctly you. This rule isn't restrictive. it's empowering. Because real style isn't about buying more, it's about buying better. Choose with vision, not impulse. Here's a truth the fast fashion industry doesn't want you to know. A stylish wardrobe is often built on repetition. Yes, repetition. The most elegant women often wear variations of the same silhouettes, colors, and fabrics. Why? Because fashion isn't about constant excitement, it's about consistency. When you're trying to build a wardrobe that truly reflects your style, it helps to start with boring basics: a crisp white shirt, tailored black trousers, a camel coat, neutral flats. These may not get your heart racing, but they quietly elevate everything you wear. These foundational pieces are your building blocks. They make outfit creation effortless. Once you've established a cohesive base, you can introduce statement pieces with intention. But without that structure, your wardrobe feels chaotic. And chaos leads to impulse shopping. So don't shy away from boring fashion. Embrace it. Let simplicity speak. Because, in the end, elegance is never loud, it's composed, consistent, and yes, a little bit boring in the best way. The idea of a uniform might sound stifling, but in fashion, it's the ultimate luxury. Your signature uniform is a formula that works for your body, your lifestyle, and your aesthetic. It's the collection of silhouettes, textures, and tones you return to again and again because they make you feel like your best self. Think of Audrey Hepburn's cropped pants and ballet flats, or Carolina Herrera's crisp white shirts and full skirts. These women weren't boring, they were iconic, because they knew what worked, and they owned it. To build your uniform, start by identifying your favorite go-to outfits. Find the patterns, then refine them. Maybe it's high-waisted jeans, a fitted blazer, and gold hoops. Maybe it's monochrome knits and sleek loafers. Whatever it is, lean into it. Your wardrobe becomes cohesive. You shop less. Your confidence grows, your style sharpens, and impulse buys lose their appeal. Because clarity isn't boring, it's beautiful. If you want to look elegant, you have to start with subtraction. True refinement begins not when you buy more, but when you edit down to what really works. The most luxurious closets aren't packed, they're curated. Every piece earns its place. So ask yourself, what in your closet no longer reflects who you are today? What pieces do you keep out of guilt, nostalgia, or just in case? These are the emotional threads tying you to clutter, and clutter clouds your style. Begin with a gentle audit. Remove anything that doesn't fit, flatter, or feel aligned. If it doesn't spark confidence, it's not serving you. Start with one drawer, one rail, one shelf, and as space clears, clarity follows. You'll begin to see your personal style more vividly. Editing is not deprivation, it's elevation. It's choosing what stays with intention. Because real elegance doesn't come from owning more. It comes from owning well. Ever noticed how a casual scroll turns into a checkout session? That's not coincidence. It's design. Brands use targeted ads, scarcity tactics, influencer placements, and emotional triggers to push you toward impulse purchases. The only two left in stock alert? It's engineered urgency. The "your style but 40% off" email? It's AI knowing your weak spots. But you can outsmart this. Start by unsubscribing from temptation. Literally. Go through your inbox and unsubscribe from every fashion newsletter that makes you shop reactively. Turn off push notifications. Clean up your Instagram feed, mute or unfollow influencers who trigger FOMO. When you control your inputs, you control your impulses. You stop shopping reactively and start shopping with clarity. Marketing wants you to believe you're missing out unless you act now. But you're not. Style isn't about keeping up. It's about knowing when to say no and when to say yes with full confidence. Guard your inbox like you guard your closet. Budgeting doesn't sound glamorous, but done well, it's the most elegant move you can make. Think of your wardrobe like a business. Every dollar should have a job, and every piece should earn its place. Instead of aimlessly spending, create a fashion fund. Set a monthly budget, even if it's small. Then, divide it intentionally. Basics, statement pieces, tailoring, and seasonal updates. Give your dollars direction. Let's say you have $200 to work with. You might allocate $100 to versatile basics, $50 to saving for a long-desired investment piece, $30 to tailoring an existing item, and $20 for accessories. This turns your shopping into strategy. It builds awareness and prevents impulse buys. You're no longer reacting to sales, you're planning purchases that align with your style and your goals. Budgeting also brings gratitude into your wardrobe. When you buy less, you appreciate more. Because nothing feels more luxurious than being in control of your style, your space, and your spending. Let's talk about one of the sneakiest culprits behind impulse shopping: the dressing room mirror. It's not just glass, it's a stage. The lighting is flattering, the angles are forgiving, and the rush of trying something new can blur your judgment. Suddenly, you feel amazing. But here's the trap: that excitement is often temporary. The moment you get home, reality sets in. The fit isn't quite right, the color feels off, and what felt like a must-have becomes another regret on a hanger. Why? Because dressing rooms are designed to sell, not serve. To resist it, you need a grounding ritual. Sit down in the item, walk around, try it with your own shoes, take a photo from every angle. Ask, would I love this on my worst day? The best outfits don't just sell you a moment, they support your style long after the tag is removed. Choose with clarity, not adrenaline. Want to stop impulse buying without denying your love for beautiful things? Meet your new best friend, the wish list. This method is deceptively simple. Instead of checking out immediately, you save the item to a dedicated wish list, digital or physical, and wait at least 72 hours. That pause breaks the emotional spell. It gives your brain time to cool down and your budget time to breathe. You'll be surprised how often that must-have item loses its shine after a few days. The wishlist method satisfies the need to admire without the commitment to consume. And when something does linger in your mind for days or weeks, that's your cue. It may actually deserve a place in your wardrobe. You start to understand your taste. Shopping becomes reflective, not reactive. Plus, having a wishlist makes seasonal sales work for you. You already know what you want. No more panic scrolls. Just clarity, calm, and style that feels truly yours. You don't need a designer budget to look elevated. You just need a sharp eye and a great tailor. Thrifting and tailoring are the cheapest tools in the stylish woman's arsenal. The thrill of finding a well-made piece with history and then molding it to fit you is unmatched. Vintage wool coats, silk blouses with personality, high-waisted trousers that just need a hem. These treasures are often hidden in plain sight, waiting for someone with taste and patience. But the magic doesn't stop at the thrift store. Enter tailoring. A $15 skirt becomes a showstopper when it fits like it was made for you. Adjusting the waist, hemming the bottom, slimming a sleeve, it all adds up. You start to look polished, like everything was made for you. And that's the secret to expensive-looking style. It's not the label, it's the fit. Elevation doesn't require more money. It requires more vision. Accessories are the unsung heroes of a stylish wardrobe. When chosen well, they elevate even the simplest outfit. Think about it. A plain black dress becomes evening ready with gold hoops, a sleek clutch, and strappy heels. A white tee and jeans transform into a look with a silk scarf and statement belt. These are the touches that say, I got ready, without actually doing much. The trick is to build a small, intentional accessory wardrobe. Focus on quality, not quantity. Invest in timeless pieces. A pair of structured sunglasses, a leather belt, minimalist jewelry, a neutral handbag. These staples will rotate through your outfits again and again, pulling looks together in a way that feels polished. Accessories allow you to express your mood without buying new clothes. Want bold? Add a red lip and chunky earrings. Want soft and romantic? Try pearls and pastels. Refresh your look without the chaos of new clothes. We all have a fantasy self, the one who wears 6-inch heels to brunch, attends art gallery openings weekly, and always looks like she stepped out of a Pinterest board. And often, we shop for her, not us. The result? A closet full of items that don't fit our life, our comfort, or our reality. This is where impulse shopping hides. We convince ourselves we'll suddenly become someone else if we buy that bold sequin dress or impractical heels. But true elegance comes from dressing the real you. The one who runs errands, takes meetings, and meets friends for coffee. That doesn't mean dull, it means aligned. Start by auditing your daily routine. What do you actually wear? What do you really need more of? Fill your closet based on your life, not your fantasy. The result? A wardrobe that works for you, not against you. One that supports your lifestyle and reveals your real confidence. Planning your wardrobe seasonally is one of the most strategic ways to avoid impulse purchases. When you anticipate your needs ahead of time, you buy with purpose and not panic. Start by creating a seasonal style calendar. Before a new season begins, take stock. What worked last year? What's worn out? What's missing? This audit becomes your shopping list calm, concise, and curated. When you already know you'll need a lightweight trench by March or fresh sandals by June, you're no longer vulnerable to random ads. You're already prepared. Planning also gives you time to save for quality. Instead of grabbing something subpar because the weather shifted overnight, you've already budgeted for a beautiful option. Plus, planning helps you define your seasonal style theme. Maybe this summer is all about relaxed linen and soft blues. Whatever it is, setting it early reduces chaos. It turns shopping into strategy, and that's when style becomes serene. Repeating outfits isn't lazy, it's luxurious. It means you've found something that works, that flatters, that feels like you. And in a world that constantly pressures us to wear something new for every occasion, choosing to repeat is a quiet act of confidence. Think of fashion icons. They repeat. Anna Wintour wears the same printed dresses with blazers for years. Meghan Markle rewears coats and shoes on global stages. Why? Because their signature look isn't about novelty, it's about consistency. When you find an outfit that makes you feel powerful, repeat it, rewear it proudly. Restyle it creatively. Add a different accessory, swap the shoes, layer a new jacket. But don't feel the need to reinvent the wheel every morning. Repetition simplifies your mornings, strengthens your personal brand, and reinforces your signature style. The more you repeat, the less you crave random newness. Your style becomes deeper, clearer, and more intentional. That's true confidence and true chic. Not every purchase is a mistake. In fact, some are transformational. The key is knowing when to say yes. Enter shopping green flags. These are the signs that something actually belongs in your wardrobe. First, the piece fits you perfect. Tailor can be tailored easily. Second, it aligns with your personal style statement. Third, it pairs effortlessly with multiple pieces you already own. Fourth, it solves a real need, not a fantasy scenario. And finally, it makes you feel amazing now, not 5 pounds from now or someday in the future. When all 5 flags are waving, it's not an impulse, it's intuition. These green flags are your internal stylist. They guide you to pieces you'll wear again and again. And they remind you that it's not about depriving yourself, it's about refining your yeses. So next time you're tempted, pause. Is it a green flag piece or just a shiny distraction? The more you trust your taste, the better you dress. Here's a little math lesson for your wardrobe. Cost per wear. Divide the price of an item by how many times you'll realistically wear it. That $200 coat you'll wear 40 times? It's $5 per wear. But that $30 sequin top you wear once? It's $30 per wear and often ends up as closet clutter. Now enter cost per wish. That's the hidden cost of all the things you wished you hadn't bought. The guilty purchases, the trend traps, the barely worn shoes. They take up more than space. They take up peace of mind. When you start using cost per wear as your shopping lens, everything shifts. You start prioritizing longevity over excitement. You buy fewer pieces but better ones. Suddenly, a higher price tag feels smarter if the item is timeless, well-made, and worn often. Smart style isn't about finding the cheapest. It's about making every purchase count. That's math worth mastering. This is the transformation you've been building toward not just a cleaner closet, but a stronger sense of self. The woman who shops less but dresses better, knows what she loves, buys with purpose, and walks into her wardrobe with calm clarity. She isn't swayed by flash sales or passing trends. She doesn't need dozens of options to feel stylish. She trusts her style, her eye, and her ability to repeat with elegance. Her closet is a gallery, not a storage unit. Every piece has earned its place. There's space to breathe, space to style, space to enjoy. She doesn't chase validation, she dresses to express, not impress. And the best part? She didn't get there through strict rules or shame. She got there through intention, through understanding her style, through planning, budgeting, editing, And yesing no to things that didn't serve her. Because dressing well isn't about doing more, it's about knowing what truly matters and wearing it with grace.